Hey guys, it's Adam Levitan here at RotoTracker, and I wanted to do a video here, a screencast type thing, because I am absolutely obsessed with keeping tabs on my results. For me, it's just extremely important to know exactly where I'm winning, what games I'm winning, what games I'm losing, what stakes I'm losing at, what sports I'm losing at, all these different things that help me just have a better overall bottom line. So first of all, I wanted to say that these are not my stats. I had the guys at RotoTracker make a just a dummy subset of data here that for the purposes exclusively of this video, didn't really want to put all my stats out there for the entire world to see. So this is just totally random, just totally random data. So I'm going to talk about how I use RotoTracker to help me understand where I'm good, where I need to get better, where I should be playing. And one other thing I wanted to say about this is that, keeping close tabs on your stats is not for everyone. It's definitely for me. It's the way my brain works, and I obviously play DFS reasonably seriously. But if you're just throwing entries in to a tournament and just trying to have some fun, playing head-to-heads against your buddies, and that's awesome. Like, that is a huge portion of the DFS population, is people who are just trying to have fun with it and aren't really worried about their results or their bottom line. And that is totally fine. This program and this website and the way I use it is really for people who are a little bit more into it and doing it a little bit more seriously. So this is going to be real short. I'm just going to quickly get into two ways that I like to use it. There's so many different things you can do on RotoTracker, but real simply, when you want to upload your data, you just go to upload. You will have already downloaded your files from FanDuel or DraftKings or Yahoo or whatever. You simply upload it into here, and it takes about 10 seconds, and you have all of your data, all of your contests. So I like to use the cohort tab, and this will tell me, okay, which sites do I have the best ITM percentage at? Which sites do I have the best ROI at? So if I was looking at this, I would say, hey, maybe Yahoo, I'm struggling at a bit, and maybe try to find out why. And you can also sort by sport here. Obviously, whoever this person's data is, this dummy data, really struggling in NBA relative to the other sports, really good at NHL. So then I might say, hey, where in NHL am I doing really well and where am I struggling? So let's go to add a filter here. We will do general. And let's say our sport is NHL. Okay. Where am I doing well and where am I doing poorly in NHL? And a real good place to look at that is in the ROI columns. So double ups have not been that great, even though that's a reasonable ROI, have not been that great for NHL for this person. Triple ups, not that great. Head to heads, pretty decent ROI. But where he's really been doing well is in GPPs and the 10x games. So those are spots where you could be like, hey, I need to play more of those, and I need to play less of the double ups, just trying to maximize where you get your money in to make it successful. Then I might take it a step further. I might say, let's say I want to talk about NHL head-to-heads only. So I will go to contest type. I will say head-to-head, and I will look by fee. Okay, so this really isn't a large enough sample this person has for me to draw big conclusions, but I think it's big enough to say, or it's at least reasonable enough to start to be able to say some things like, hey, the $1 head-to-heads, we have our best ROI in by a massive margin. We've really been struggling in the $6 to $11 range. That's usually the $10 games. We've been doing well in the $28 to $55 range, which may be surprising, but we've been doing well there. ITM, 59% of the head-to-heads, 11.22 ROI is really solid. And I think these, even though it looks really good right now, I don't think this is enough games. 6 games, 8 head-to-heads. That's not enough for me to draw any conclusions. But as you get more and more data, it'll start to be more and more indicative of your long-term win rates. So there's all kinds of filters you can use here. You can sort by date, sort by fee, sort by site, sort by season. You can look at last year's NBA only, last year's NFL only. You can look at everything. There's just so many different things that you can do. We can also look by year. We can see how we do by month. Which day of the week do we do best? And then on top of that, we can always sort by site and say, hey, how are we doing on DraftKings on a certain day of the week? So just a ton of really, really cool things you can do to stay on top of it. And for me, game selection is a huge, huge part of my game. I think game selection, you could argue, game selection, you could argue, is just as important, if not more important, than your actual process of picking players. And, using RotoTracker has really, really, really helped me with my game selection. So as always, feel free to email me, ajl201@yahoo, if you have any questions about this or anything else. For Jerry, I am Adam. Good luck, everybody.